All right, so we've made some new flaps here. These are lightweight, made out of balsa. These old ones were cut out of the original plug, which was foam. They're sheeted in 3 ounce cloth and resin. Then these details here are, which was the hinges, I guess. They're done in cast polymer resin. So we've made these new ones up, which are lightweight, and I have to now angle these end pieces, these root pieces, so that they get glued on, and then we'll cloth and resin the entire wing skin. Then we'll resin print these hinge mounts. All right, I've got these root pieces of the flap glued in place. They pretty much come flush with the angle here. So you see that there's a gap here. Well, that gets a 1/8 piece of plastic, laser cut or hand cut, whichever, glued in position here. So then it looks like the fuselage comes all the way underneath the spoiler and into the flap. Then it gets filled with finishing putty. Once it's sanded and painted, you'll never see it. The reason I did it this way, because it would be too difficult to have that built into the mold to get that little piece there. It's time to lay up these flaps. I'm going to do one side today, let it cure overnight, one side tomorrow. Now, what I've done here, I've just got an old melamine shelf. I've covered it with the packing paper. Well, it's kind of like that stretch wrap stuff, but it's for packing, comes in a roll. And the reason I'm using the shelf is because of the angle on these guys. If I put it like that, then it's bowing. So what I've done is I'm putting it over the edge like that. That way, I can get the cloth on. So I'm going to do it in two parts. What I'm going to do is this top ridge first, the main body, then this lower ridge second. Then I'll cover it with some more of this, put some weights on, because the epoxy will shrink when it dries, and I'll get a bow in it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, it's the next day. Remove the weights now and peel these papers off, see how nice they come off. A little bit of skunky from the wrinkles. That can be sanded out. Alright, so the flaps are primed. They've been filled with a little bit of lightweight filler. And just test fitting, and they line up here nice. They line up here just perfectly. And what I'm going to do is just put some spacers in front of the leading edge, which will just give me a clearance like that, so that the spoilers don't make contact, and neither does the flap when it comes up. So what I'm going to do is just quickly sand this filler off. It's just a lightweight spackle, it's water based, and it's fine for this once you prime over it. So then I'm going to give them a quick light prime just to cover the spackle, and then I'm going to mask down here and paint these red, because they're going to be difficult to paint once it's in. You can't really paint them. And then if the plane flies good, then we'll mask the red and paint the white. All right, guys, we made some custom hinges here. These are resin printed in a tough resin, and I thought we'd try them out. So it's a whole brand new design. We got alignment marks on here, here and here, so that's for alignment. And we got double on one side, single on the other. And we've even got the numbers of them. So there's 5 hinges altogether. And this is how they install. So first you CA them on, and then obviously put the screws in. for the hinge point, and then this is how they work. Works real good. There's no binding, nothing. And remember, we've got spoilers on this, so that's why I came up with this idea. Rather than trying to use pin hinges, then having to round or chamfer the curve here, the leading edge, this way I can keep the leading edge square, and it just comes in real nice. So that's how we've done those. And this is what it looks like from the top. This is what it looks like from the top. So there's the flat, and it's pre-painted. So that'll be ease of use. And then you got the spoiler, so it's going to be like that. So that's the new hinge method. So yeah, these are just CA'd on. I've sanded down the primers down to the bare balsa in this case, and fiberglass on this side. That'll all be fixed up when it's painted, assuming it is the maiden flight is good. And then there's little holes in the hinges, and I've got some little micro self-tapping screws, which are tiny little Phillips things, which will go in here right into the trailing edge and leading edge balsa. So that, I assume, should be strong enough. We'll see.